Acquiring quality education is the key to improving people's lives and ensuring sustainable development. Governments all over the world therefore make the education of their citizens a priority. Since independence, Ghana has strived to provide quality education for its citizens. In order not to leave anyone behind, the 1992 Constitution of Ghana makes provision for a free, compulsory, universal basic education known as the Earth Cube concept. This simply mandates governments to provide the necessary environment in terms of infrastructure, teachers, teaching and learning materials to ensure that all children of school-going age are enrolled in school. Ghana is also signatory to a number of UN conventions on educational targets. These include the Millennium Development Goals, which have given way to the Sustainable Development Goals. Major progress has been made towards increasing access to education at all levels and increasing enrollment rates in schools, particularly for women and girls. The literacy rate is on the rise across the country. However, there are quite a significant number of children of school-going age who are out of school. In 2012, UNICEF estimated that there were more than 450,000 children aged between 6 and 14 years who were out of school across the country. The situation is worse in northern Ghana due to a number of factors, including access, poverty, and traditional beliefs. In 2013, DFID and USAID, in partnership with some non-governmental organizations, NGOs, started a 5-year complementary basic education CBE program in some regions of the country. The CBE program enrolls children aged 8 to 14 into 9 months of informal classes in the mother tongue. During this period, they acquire literacy and numeracy skills and are adequately prepared to enroll into formal school.
We started the program in Kpandai in 2012-2013 academic year. And we chose Kpandai because Kpandai is one of the districts that is very deprived, and it has been performing poorly when it comes to education in terms of access and in terms of quality and what have you. But the main reason why we took CBE to Kpandai is the fact that we operated in the then East Gunja district that included Kpandai. And we did a baseline survey to count the number of out-of-school children. We noticed from our baseline survey that there was in excess of 20,000 children who were out of school for various reasons. A lot of these children were out of school because they did not have schools within walking distances. So we are in Kpandai to provide CBE to give a second opportunity to these children to be able to acquire the literacy skills that they need to be able to get into mainstream public schooling and to grow in the educational ladder up to where their potentials can take them.
The DFID and USAID have the objective of enrolling 200,000 out-of-school children into school through the CBE program by 2018.
CBE came into Kpandai District in 2013. That was the first cycle. Then CBE, we had 20 classes in the Kpandai District. And out of the 20 classes, We had a total of 500 learners that were recruited for that year, and we had 431 learners transitioning to formal schools at the end of 9 months literacy and numeracy training in their mother tongue in their communities.
Per the baseline conducted before the commencement of the CBE program, we're having over 10,000 out-of-school children in the district.
In Kpandai District, it is a farming community, and most of the people here believe that their children should do farming, and there is a lot which they think they can benefit from farming. So a good number of them do not send their children to go to school, and by the time they are of school going age, they are outside and they are not in school.
We take a trip to Jetima, one of the complementary basic education communities, about 10 kilometers from Kpandai. Here we meet Mananja, who has 9 children. Illiteracy is the norm in this community. CBE is, however, changing the narrative here, as a number of children have gone through the CBE classes and graduated into formal school.
I started from CBE class. After that, they got me in class 3. Now I'm in class 4. In future, I want to be a soldier.
I am from Tenglenton, Bradeni. I attended CBE at Bradeni, and I came to Tenglenton ZA Primary School and joined class 5.
The CBE program is in its 4th year in the district, and more than 8,000 children have transitioned into formal school. CBE pupils are now a major source of enrollment in basic schools in the district. At the Tinglinto DA Primary and Junior High School, CBE pupils make up a third of the school's population. There are over 400 former CBE pupils in this school, and they are performing well.
In fact, when they came, some of them, their performance are more than the regular students we have here. That's why some of them were able to send to P5 and some to remain P4.
The team was particularly impressed with the confidence exhibited by some CBE pupils in this school.
I am in Tengleto DA Junior High School. I attended CBE first. The day I was coming here, I saw my students' colleagues. I think I can't do nothing. It's because of the CBE, I did something small, so I can't go ahead them. Later on, I struggle well. I become somebody like them. So now we are all equal. Because of the CBE, I become somebody, but I'm not anymore. I will be sure. So I want to be, when I've completed this my school, I'm going to SS, after SS, training college, after training college, university. When I finish my school, I want to become a development worker.
Despite the impressive gains, a number of challenges remain as some pupils, such as Nalingoya, drop out along the way. Her father is sad that she has dropped out of school and says he has done everything possible to get her to go back to school, but to no avail.
Manya school ni kaje umwe. Omakache school da labseu. Babandu ngakla kanyawe. So nkabicha. So tumbe poneya.
The facilitator in the community, Ugan Kofi, however, says the unsupportive nature of parents is to blame for Nalingoya's situation.
The challenges about the CBE program in my community here, what I've observed is, at times when the parents send them to the school, and the children may need something, the support, they will not give. That is why all of them cannot go to the formal school. And looking at maybe the role model, there's no one in the community here whom they can see, and it will motivate them to also do what? To also go.
At the SDA primary school at Kpandai, we meet a teacher who confirms that some parents are not very supportive of the program, adding that the distance traveled by the children also discourages some of them.
The finance is a major problem. Times I can ask them to buy an English writing book, and it will take them time for them to be able to buy. Some have to withdraw from school and work to get money before they can come and join the class. So some of these are some of the basic challenges facing CBE students. Again, too, because when it comes to finance, some of them it will take time before they can get uniform. So they feel very upset because they don't have uniform with their colleagues. And let me also comment on the long distance, especially some of the girls, when they come, as soon as they come into class, when you start the lesson, within a few times they are sleeping, all because they are tired. And so it's becoming a major problem for us in classroom.
According to Gloria, a CBE monitor at Kpandai, the lack of female facilitators is also a factor. She said the absence of educated females generally poses a challenge for the CBE program in the Kpandai district.
One of the most challenging aspects of the CBE is getting female facilitators to go into the rural areas to work. Most of these communities don't have females who have completed secondary school, and getting them from other communities to come and stay in those areas we want them to facilitate the learners is very difficult. Most of them will not like to stay in those remote areas, and there are no role models for these learners to look up onto so that they can enroll in the CBE. And due to this, some of them drop out even after their transition in the formal school.
A major goal of the CBE partners is to get more girls into school. The response from girls in Kpandai has been massive. The district has the first all-female CBE class at Kinyimpa. Hopefully, these girls will grow to fill the gap created by the scarcity of female facilitators in the district. Parents, teachers, and other stakeholders agree that CBE is a great initiative that must be maintained to ensure that more children go to school. These children who would otherwise not have been to school now have dreams which they want to pursue.
After school, I want to be a soldier.
For 14-year-old Ntido, it is a new dawn. She can now read and write in her mother tongue. As the 5-year project comes to an end in 2018, stakeholders say they have put in place adequate measures to take over from IBIS and its partners.
By our strategy, we have worked with the GES over the years in the implementation of the CBE. They indeed are the leaders in implementing important components of the CBE. So by now, their capacity has been built in the implementation of CBE. Above that, we have GES management who are committed to using the CBE to mop up the remaining out-of-school children in the district into the public school system. So we are very much assured that the GES has put in systems, strategies to continue the CBE after our partnership with them on the CBE comes to an end.
As we pack bag and baggage to leave Kpandai, I am convinced that the CBE has firmly planted the tree of literacy and numeracy, whose fruits will nourish several generations.